Being the youngest of 6 kids and being a Republican, I'm not used to having kind things said about me, so it's been very instructive and humbling, frankly, because it's a lot easier to kind of stay in the background and try to get things done. But I appreciate all the comments. Anthony, I'm glad you found the restroom. That's kind of important around here, considering. Kind of reminds me, over the break, I heard that there was some sewage flowing from the 3rd floor all the way down to the basement. When I was told that, I said, what's new with that? No. Okay, that's sort of a joke, but, it goes back to the restroom thing. Anyway, it has been such an honor to serve up here, and I really appreciate the touching stories that each of you have shared. But, it just brings back the point that we all represent a very great state. We come from the different parts, and what an honor it is to be selected to represent those issues up here. And even when we don't agree on things, like with Fran and I, yeah, we had that local government thing, but that whole environmental stuff. So we kind of joked on one of our trips, our goal is to find something we can co-author before we get out of here. And we finally got that done last year and this year. We kind of, once you get you break that boundary down, kind of do it a little easier. But, each of you, it's just, everybody brings something to the table, and I've learned something from all of you. Most of it's been good, but that's a joke too, folks. Trying to keep this light because, otherwise, you get emotional. I don't want to do that. But Kevin, your comments are really great. It is a privilege, as you know, to be leading a group of people that don't always, agree with our leadership style, but you and I were able to try to make some sense out of the many chaotic things that were gripping us, and you handled it all with such diplomacy. And, I was talking to Darrell Steinberg recently, and he was asking how you're doing, and I said, he has exceeded my expectations greatly. Actually, I should say much more than that. Kevin has been so easy to work with that it's, I've worked with a lot of different leaders, and there's different ones. When you're a leader, you have to work with, the other 4 leaders, and that in itself is tensions and egos and agendas and all that stuff come into play. But it's always been easy to work with Kevin, and that's a real testament to his ability to get things done and want to get things done, and the growth that he's had in the job as well. You have truly been a great pro tem, and I've appreciated working with you, Kevin, immensely. So I know there's a lot of other people to talk about, but just thank you, and Carol for the comments on education. It's been fun. I do have a passion for the kids. We do sometimes disagree about how to get there, and I hope you'll all work on district of choice next year, because that seems to have died this year, but it's still a big issue. So I get my last parting shot in. Thank you, Janet, for your comments as well. It wasn't that I didn't get you elected. You got yourself elected. I was just your fan club, and you're doing a great job, as all of you are. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of this great Senate family. It's been a privilege.